good afternoon, good evening, good morning and good night. It's Ruru again in the garden. It's been raining for the last couple of days. I haven't been able to get out and do much, and I'm using a selfie stick. Hi selfie, thank you selfie stick. And although I can't really show you what I'm doing unless I'll spin it around in a minute. So I finally got out in the garden because I get withdrawal symptoms from not being able to plant anything. So I've come out and I've got some borage. They're edible flowers, plants, and they're good for ice cubes and dressing salads, and they just look really, really pretty, and the bees like them. So I've planted a few of those, and I'm going to plant them out just so I've got something to do in between the rain showers. So that's what I'm now going to do now. How I'm going to do it, I've got a tree, if you can remember, in my garden near my sweet corn that I planted the other day, and I don't know what the tree is, but I've lost you. I lost you, selfie stick. So I'm also trying to dig a hole as we speak. There we go. Can you sort of see? I'm trying to dig a hole as I'm speaking to you, so I can put my borage in. So oh, you can see. Yeah, that's my messy corner. Let's not see the mess in the corner. So there we go. Still lots of roots in here. I thought I dug them all out. I think that's deep enough anyway. So there we go. We try and get this borage out without destroying it too much. And get the borage out. Can you see? There we go. Get the borage out. Oh, upside down borage. Can you see the borage? There we go. So hopefully in its nice new home, it's going to grow up in front of this tree and make this space not look so open, empty and barren, and we'll have some nice pollinators, or nice pretty flowers for the pollinators. Can you see that? All dug in there nicely. Lovely, lovely jubbly. So that's number one done. So we've got to go take the empty pot with us around the next bit of the garden. Everything's looking really, really good. Strawberries are looking fantastic down there. Loads of flowers coming up. You can't see. Shall I turn it round? Oh, see, selfie sticks are meant to be easy, but there we go. Woo! There we go. There's a strawberry patch. Look at all those flowers on there. All those flowers. Looking really, really happy. Really, really happy. Hello again. We got cut off. I'm now digging another hole to put borage number 2 in. Borage number two. It's very muddy, very earthy, red earthy. I think that's deep enough. What do you think? I think that's deep enough. There we go. Come out, little borage. Doesn't want to come out, does it? Come out, little borage. There we are. Out you come. You're all a bit messy now. Oh, lovely. This one is just outside my greenhouse that got moved to the end of the garden. There's my potatoes, greenhouse, end of the garden, borage. So hopefully that looked really pretty outside. Number 3 borage. This one is going to go right next to my rhubarb. So here we go. Let's dig this last one. Rhubarb, lovely, lovely rhubarb. And I'm going to plant it at the back here. So it'll be directly under here, under my window, where we're gonna plant it under my window. There we are. Plant that. Oh, it's got lovely roots on it. Look at those roots. It's amazing. Right, little borage. Oh, no. Poke that all back in. Poke that all back in. Oh, we lost a leaf. Never mind. You'll do fine, little borage. We lost a little leaf. There we go. So it's only a little job today, in between rain showers. Put that in there. Lovely borage. They get really, really big, don't they, borage? Oh, there we go. Lovely. So you get a better angle. There's my peas in the background. So yeah, I get withdrawal symptoms if I don't get out in the garden. And it is quite sunny, as you can tell, but there are rain clouds above. And at least I did one little job. We've got borage in, which also gives me space on my windowsill, because I have got purple sprouting broccoli that needs to come out of seed trays and into bigger pots, so they get bigger, more substantial plants ready for planting out. And what else have I got? All my herbs that I potted the other day that will soon be sprouting up. I've also got a pot on the courgettes because they've started sprouting, so they'll need to go in individual pots soon. So I need the windowsill space, and those 3 pots that had my borage in needed to be moved. So now we've got borage in the garden growing. They're big enough now, so they'll survive hopefully. And I've got 3 now in the garden, which will be lovely. So that's all for me for today. In the garden. I'm not really in the mood for digging. Mental health check-in. I'm okay, but the grey skies and the rain kind of makes you feel not very good, doesn't it? But I feel so much better now I've got the borage out, because they needed doing. I had a quick look around the garden, and like I said, the strawberries are doing really well. I got an asparagus spear and like a mini asparagus fern type thing already happening, so that's really exciting, because I only planted my asparagus this year because we moved into the garden at the end of last year, so I couldn't really do anything. And I adore asparagus, and it's coming up. That was a present from my children and my partner for Mother's Day. They brought me asparagus crowns because I love asparagus, and it's really expensive to buy. So not this year, not next year, but the year after I won't have to buy any asparagus, which, well, I might have to still buy some, because you only get a little bit of the first year you can harvest it. But it's coming, it's working, it's growing. 2 out of the 4 crowns I planted are shooting. You can tell where I planted them, so I'm a bit worried about the other 2 because nothing's happening. But I've got at least 2 out of 4, so that's quite good odds, isn't it? 50% odds. So 2 crowns that have come up, so that's really good. I'm keep looking at my borage, so that's good. I've got 3 borage plants in, 1 at each end of the garden. So I've got one here, like I've said, which is going to be my medicinal herb garden next to the rhubarb. That's going to be my medicinal herb garden. So medicinal herbs and herbs for the kitchen. So I'll plant some of my basil there, as well as with my tomatoes in the mini greenhouse, hopefully, if it stays established. So far that's the only herb that's managed to survive, is my basil. I've got 3 types of basil now. I've got purple opal, sweet normal green basil, and then holy basil. So at least I'll have basil in my herb bed. So, but I want to put a whole collection of herbs there, and then we've got borage as well, because you can eat that. So, and then I got 1 near the tree, which will fill up that dead space. So what else was I going to put there? I might also put a nasturtium over there, because I've got some nasturtiums I could plant out. And then the same with the one in front of the greenhouse. I might put nasturtiums in front of the greenhouse so it looks pretty outside the greenhouse. And that's what I'll do here. I'll put nasturtiums here, and when my marigolds grow I'll put them in here too. So we've got some herb plants and some flower plants there as well. So mental health check-in. I hope you're doing okay. Like I said, I'm doing okay. I've actually popped out into the garden, been busy with the baby, and the other 2 kids are having a day off. They're not very well, so that's not good, is it? So everyone's got a bit of a lurgy. You don't need to hear that, sorry. You don't need to hear that. We're all feeling a bit under the weather. It's catching, isn't it, the bad weather? So what else have I done? Everything. Planted more seeds, so we're waiting there for them to grow, and I can now go and do some potting on. So I might do that. I've got some purple purple sprouting broccoli to plant up. I've got my courgettes to plant up, and yeah, so I've got some things to plant. So I'm going to leave it there. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you managed to get out in between the rain or wherever you are, and I shall catch you hopefully in the garden doing some more digging later this week. If we got some nice weather, I'll come out and do some digging. Mind you, I might just have to put my jumper on tomorrow and just hope for the best. Right, so see you later, peoples. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning and good night. It is good evening. The sun is still out, although we were just hailed on a little while ago. I did go out in the garden earlier today because I knew the weather was going to get bad again, and I told you I get withdrawal symptoms. It's been what, 3 or 4 days now. Haven't been able to go out because it's been rainy. Definitely April showers, drip drip drop, little April showers. I know, sorry, I do that a lot, singing. I can't help myself. Songs pop into my head and it has to come out. So it is April. It is showering. My hair. What's my hair doing? So I'm in the outhouse because I need to pot on some stuff. I put the borage in the garden, so I had more potting up space on my living room windowsills because that's currently where I'm growing seeds from. So I desperately need to pot on courgettes. Look at them, they're drooping out of the little seed cells. So there's more runner beans there as well, because I realised I had more space around my poles. So, but they can go out when the weather's dry. I'll put them out, but these need to be potted. Look, that's gonna die if I don't put them in a pot, and they're all leaning towards the window and the light, so I'm going to pot them on now in a slightly bigger pots because that's what I've got. And then we shall I'm possibly thinking about potting on more beans, because can you ever have too many beans? So yes, let's get potted on. You can't actually see what I'm doing down here really, can you, in my pots, but you know how potting on work, don't you, sort of thing. So I've got to rescue this courgette. How do I get it out of there without messing up all the rest of them? That's what I want to know. So like, you're not meant to pull the stem, are you? You're meant to sort of push it from the bottom, but this isn't how these work. So I'm gently trying to pull it out. Oh, that's good. Thank goodness it was wet. Well watered in. Right, so that's... Uh-oh, where's my little label gone? Where'd the label go? Where'd the label go? It's fell. Where's the label? I need to know which courgette that is. Courgette. Well, that's helpful. It says around. So around. One of the little round ones. I've never grown those before. Let's put this back down there for a minute. Let's just pot this round one on. And one of them hasn't come. It's only just started coming out. So we're going to have to put that back in. So go back in. That's around. I need a label. I need a label. I'm off shot, sorry. I'm like, I need a label. I'm going to be here ages doing this. Right, I'm going to put this one in like a pot noodle pot, because it's rather big, isn't it, that one that we just got out. So let's put a bit of a hole in here and try and give it some room using one of my handy little tools. Look, I just used this end and dug in and made room to hopefully put that in all the way to the bottom. We hopes. Put it all the way into the bottom, and it's still coming out miles out of the thing. Do I have to give it a stick maybe to grow up? That's really high in there. That's really high. I've never grown one of these types of courgette before, so it's just really leggy. I'm not sure that's going to work, is it? I don't know. I'm going to have to try again, because I don't think it's gone down in the pot deep enough. It's like that needs, the roots need to go all the way down in the bottom, doesn't it? Really. And then we'll cover it back up again. So that's a bit better, isn't it? We're going to cover it back up again. I'm trying to do it so you can see what I'm doing. That's a bit better. So scooch you down in there, little mate. Scooch you down in there. It's like, ah. I do love potting on, and I do love getting my hands dirty. I mean, we're gardeners, aren't we? So you have to, really. I do like wear gloves for certain jobs, but on the whole, I like feeling the muck in between my fingernails and skin. No, I don't know. No, I don't like the gardener's manicure, mud up my nails, but I do like being able to feel the compost. It just feels better, doesn't it? I'm gonna have to top that up a little bit more. I'm glad I've got some compost in my trough, my handy little seed tray. Right, the next ones I've got to do more courgettes. So I've got these slightly smaller pots because I've run out of pot noodle pots. So these ones aren't quite as leggy. And I got another one. So we're just going to try and pot that on in a bigger pot to try and keep as much roots as I possibly can. I'm going to try and pot up as deep as I can and hope that it doesn't get too much more leggy. No more legginess. No more legginess. Got to get that compost round there and actually tuck it right in. And hopefully that'll stand up a bit better. So stand up a bit better. But I know courgettes get really big really quick. And I haven't actually dug them a space yet. That's the last bit of garden I've got to dig, is dig over the back bit of the garden, which is where I'm going to put all the courgettes behind where I moved the greenhouse to. And I've got lots of digging to do. Right, another courgette in. Which one was that? I'm still looking a bit leany. It's leaning. Never mind, it's in though, isn't it? That one was a golden courgette label. So that's good news. Put that in there. Golden courgette planted. Right, next one. We've got oh, that one doesn't look very healthy. It's my basic ordinary green courgette, although there looks like there's another seed in there. Why did I plant two? Right, so put that in. That one's tiny. Look, that's my ordinary, I think it's called Midnight, the variety of green. So it's a really dark green. It's called Midnight. Usually I get a type of green courgette. I love them. I absolutely love courgettes. I put them in everything, and I like them just on their own as well. So I'm quite happy if we get a glut. Although I've tried to be good, and I only planted 2 of each seed. Well, only 1 of each has germinated, so that was good odds, wasn't it? But even then, I've got 5 different varieties. But 2 of them are patty pans, so technically there's only 3 courgette plants. Does he look nice and safe in there? Going to give him a bit more compost. So that's my one green courgette. Oh, I've got the round one which is green as well, so that's green. So there's 2, but this one is going to be really dark green. Where's my Midnight? There it is, courgette and Midnight planted. Woohoo! So, oh, I'm putting them down in my lap. Look, in my tray. There's 2. I'm getting there. I'm getting all excited because I love courgettes. I love courgettes, and I've tried to do different varieties. And now we've got the patty pans now, which I've never ever grown before. I'm so excited. They're like little flat sort of mini pumpkin scalloped patty pans. Apparently that's what they're called. They're called patty pans, and I've done the same again and I've gone green, ooh, and yellow. So I'm going to have, oh, that one's gone roots and all, roots and all. Ah, so put a bit. We've got the root, proper roots in there. So this one is patty pan, patty pan, patty pan, patty pan, patty pan. So stand him up straight. Stand you up straight, little patty pan. I'm so excited. I'll probably have to put these on again. I have to get my kids some pot noodles again, because the rest of these are going to have to go in a bigger pot, aren't they? And they make really good pot noodle pots. I know they haven't got holes in. You can put a hole in them, or you can just not overwater your plants. So there we go. There's that one. What did I say that one was? The green one. Green label. See, I had to prepare the labels because I knew I'd take ages writing the labels. So there's another one. Last one. I've done all my courgettes. That's good. I have got other things to put up though while I'm here. As I can't get outside, I do hate the fact that it's been raining. I know the plants desperately need it. I mean, do they? I know that they do. Last one. Last one. I know, I'm singing. I'm not very good at singing. I'm kind of tone deaf. So I do apologise, but I can't help it. It means I'm happy, doesn't it? That's what it means. It means I'm busy and happy. Oh, this is one of my happiest moments. I love potting on. Because I've grown them. You're excited the fact that the seeds have germinated. And oh my goodness, my seed germinated. And it's grown into a little seedling. And you know that this process here of potting it up into a bigger pot means it's got more nutrients and more food, more goodness. It's got what it now needs now to turn into that plant ready to plant out. So it's like we're getting there. We're getting there. My courgettes are getting there. A sign of summer, that if ever there was one, is that you're eating lots of courgettes. So there we go. That is my 5th courgette. So we have the round one in a pot noodle pot, and then we have the golden one, which is leaning. We've got the green scallop, the yellow scallop, patty pan, and then we've got this tiny little one at the back is the traditional ordinary courgette. So I've got five courgettes. I'm so excited. Right, so job done. Now what have we got to do? I'm going to show you. Oh, we were going to think about putting more beans in, weren't we? Because I've got the beans are coming up. I've got space now in the other half of my seed tray, so I'm tempted to add a few more beans in before, because I can't get these out yet, can I, because of the weather. And I could just fill these up and put beans in them. And that one is a courgette that didn't quite come up, so I'm going to pop that one back in. I'm going to pop that back in. Ooh, pop that back in. So that one's still a courgette. This one is still a courgette. So we've got 2 courgettes still. There's seeds that haven't popped up, so we're gonna put them back in there. And then if I can find my little seeds, where are they? We've got runner bean or dwarf French bean. Now, do I do dwarf beans or do I do runner beans? I think I'm going to go dwarf beans. They still got my poles, don't they? And I've got loads of these, and these are purple queen. So we'll have scarlet runner beans and we'll have dwarf beans. So I've got hundreds of them, so we might as well bung a couple more in. I should write another label, shouldn't I? Dwarf beans. I don't know where my yellow ones are. I had some yellow beans as well. I don't know where the yellow ones are. Where are the yellow beans? Say, where are the yellow beans? Oh, they're dwarf beans as well. Should I put a couple of yellow ones in? Put them back, put them back. I don't know whether to do that or not. What do you reckon, peoples? You're not there. You can never have too many beans, can you? Can you? You can never have too many beans. This video is getting really long now, look. And I was only meant to be potting on. But, so what did I say they were? What did I say they were, people? I need to visit back. They were, what were they? The purple queens. Purple queen. Dwarf beans. Dwarf bean. Purple. And then we'll do Auntie Derecha. These are yellow ones. But they're dwarf beans too, so yeah, a couple more of them in. We'll bung a couple more in. We'll just bung a couple more in. Like, you can't have too many beans. Well, you can have too many beans, but people will always take beans from you. We've got a charity shop right round the corner from us that we can gift them to, and if failing that, I can put them out before the school run, can't I? So like other mums can have them, which is why I garden, is to feed my children, and so they know where food come from, and try and make it a bit cheaper, get them some good vegetables in them. Right, so I've done that. Right, we've got to label that up. Label that up. You did just have that. Did I not just put that in? I thought I just did that. See, I'm losing my mind, people. I thought I just had label. So you did just have a label, but you only did one label. You only did one label. So I'm doing another label. Dwarf bean. Dwarf bean. Dwarf bean. Yellow. And I know what them ones are. And then we'll put them back on the windowsill, nice and toasty warm. So I've now run out of compost, but with any luck we should be able to do this. This is one of my propagators. I brought these this year, because they're ideal to go on your windowsill. But they've got these little air vents, which are brilliant. They weren't a lot of money. I think it cost me about £15, and I think, what did I get, 5 or 10 of them or something? No, yeah, 10. I got 10 of them, so less than £20 for something that weren't expensive. They were from Amazon. I don't know how to do the link under the thing. Oh, technology is not, I'm not great with technology. I'm trying my best. It's bad enough recording videos and trying to upload them and put them into a thing. I'm getting there, people. I'm getting there. Not very good. My children have been showing me how to edit. My partner's been showing me how to use editor software on the laptop, and I'm struggling to do it. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'll get there too with the links later on. Let's just worry about getting these videos done. Look at them. I planted too many. I went a bit crazy, and some of them are starting to die now, and some of them are really, really leggy. So, good job, I've planted a lot of them. This is purple sprouting broccoli, although this one here isn't. This is asparagus. Who knew? You can buy asparagus crowns, which I have done. I brought 4, only 2 of them seem to have done anything, but this looked like what one of them is doing out in the garden. One of them looks like this, and one of them looks like an asparagus. And I have just grown an asparagus plant from seed, because there it is right there in there. The rest of these are purple sprouting broccoli. So I need to rescue what ones I think are the best and pot them on. So let's, how many can I put in a pot this size, do you think? A couple, I reckon, because they're only tiny little seedlings, aren't they? Tiny. Well, this one is standing proud, so we're going to put him in there because he looks quite happy and proud. And I'll pop him in there. So I think we can get away with 2, like, can't we, in there? Easy. So I'm going to put 2 in because I'll have to then separate them a bit again when they're a bit bigger, but they need to come out of that seed tray, don't they? That's apparent that they need to come out of there already. Give them a bit more space to do their thing. So that's one lot of purple sprouting broccoli. It's just, I've never grown purple sprouting broccoli before either, but there's what's her name, Jessie on Plot 37. She's one of the YouTubers I watch. I watch loads of YouTubers, loads of arts and crafts YouTubers, but she's a gardening YouTuber that I am obsessed with. She's been doing it a few years on her family allotment with her mum, and she's brilliant. I love Jessie. Big up Jessie. And she does purple sprouting broccoli, and I thought, oh, that looks nice. So I brought myself some seeds, and I'm going to give it a try because I like broccoli, normal broccoli, but why wouldn't you want a purple vegetable apart from aubergine? I don't like aubergine. I don't know what it is about them. I don't like them, but so it's a shame. So it'd be nice to eat a purple vegetable, and that's why I like my purple beans. And so if I like purple beans, I'm gonna like purple sprouting broccoli, and that'll look gorgeous. Oh, I love making homemade quiche, proper quiche, and I'm gonna have all the ingredients to make homegrown quiche myself. I'll have the broccoli and the tomatoes, and it'll be brilliant. So right, that's 4 little seedlings. 4 little seedlings. How many purple sprouting broccoli does one person need exactly? Because there are a lot here, and I won't be able to put the seed tray back on the windowsill once I've potted these up, because the pots will take up the space that the seed tray used to take up, so I won't be able to put them back on. Trying to rescue the good ones. I just broke that one off, so that's not very good, is it? That one looks quite good. So I'm trying to put these in there. I don't think I've put enough compost in there. I don't think I put enough compost in there. I'm doing I need some compost, people. Ah, my bag is right there. I haven't got enough compost in there. There's sort of I'm making a right mess of this. It's getting late, isn't it? That's what it is. My daughter come and interrupted me, so I got a bit distracted. Right, what is that one doing? That looks quite nice and big. That one looks nice and big. Pop that on. Definitely 2 is enough, isn't it? 2, 4, 6. That'll be 8 purple sprouting broccoli, and that's a big block of broccoli, isn't it? Does one family need that much broccoli? We do all love broccoli, though, to be fair. Am I going to have enough room in the garden to put that many plants? I don't know, you know. I don't know. Maybe I've got to try and put 10 in. 10's a better number, isn't it? I'm getting carried away. 10, right, so that's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. So if you put 3 in here, we'll have 10, won't we? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And actually, they don't look that. I think we've got the best ones of the bunch. We've got the best ones of the bunch. And I've done like a 20-minute video just on potting on in the shed. So there we go. More little. But this is probably the only video you're going to get this week because of the rain. So you just got me potting up in the back room and me putting on whatever it was, borage in the garden. At least I've done something, hey. I feel a little bit better that I've done some gardening, but I haven't done a lot of gardening. Right, so there we go. There we have it. There we go. Just fill that in a bit more. Fill that in a bit more. Right, so there we go, that's it. I'll potted on what I needed to put on. Potted them on. You want to have a look for little seedlings. That's a lot. That's a lot of purple sprouting broccoli, isn't it? But I've potted on the little tiny seedlings now. They look lovely. So that's good. Okay, so that's... Oh! They're okay. They're still okay. They're still okay. So that's me done for the day. I'm sorry I've waffled on while I've been potting on. But mental health, not a great day. Because we've had days where I haven't been able to get in the garden. And it makes me a bit sad. And hold on a minute. I have a kitten. Hello kitten, helping me do the gardening. And this is Tigress. I'm pretty sure you've seen her pop into a video before. She's not really a kitten. She's about 3 years old now. But she still acts like my little kitten. Go on then, off you pop. She had to come in and sneak a peek in my video. So thank you, Tigress, my little Tig. She had to jump in the set, but that was my lovely cat. She don't like it when I take over this area. She comes and sits near the back door, and we don't let her go out yet. We're going to try and let her out in the summer, but we moved, didn't we? So, and she was a house cat, so we need to make sure she's up to date with all her bits and bobs before we let her out. She's very popular. There's lots of tomcats near where we live, and yeah, she'll be very, very popular when we do finally let her out. But she communicates with them through the window. She likes sitting at the back door. She can hear them and smell them probably. Right, that's me done already. I'm going to stop waffling, and I will see you, hopefully, I'll see you next time in the garden. We can get digging. I'd like to do the rest of that digging so I can get my courgette bed made or dug over, because like I said, I've just potted them on. So they'll be growing pretty fast and they need a bed. So I've got lots of digging at the back of my garden to make a courgette bed, because they take up a lot of space, and I've got 5 plants and then all those broccolis to find a home for. So I'll look forward to seeing you in the garden. So good afternoon, good evening and good night from me.